Fun is not real. If you're confused, that's a good thing, because I'm going to explain to you exactly why fun is not real. And when you realize this, once you understand this, you'll become so disciplined, you won't even believe it. Trust me, I've gone through this process, okay? That phrase wouldn't have made sense to me 6 months ago. In my past life, I was a fat, social media addicted, gamer, fapper, undisciplined. Not a good life. Pretty much the definition of a geek, right? And over a span of a few years, I've learned lessons, and it all came to a head just a few months ago when I realized fun is not real. And once I realized that, I became so much more disciplined. But first, let's go all the way back to the start. And this is years of knowledge, years of effort, years of trying, all this other stuff, whatever you want to call it. Years. All summed up in this video, just for you. All right? So, years ago, I was like 13 or 14. I quit social media. In the sense, I'm not scrolling on Instagram, I'm not scrolling on YouTube Shorts, all this other crap. I stopped. And the first lesson I learned is that getting busy is a really good way of quitting bad habits. And there's 3 primary bad habits that most people fall into, right? The majority of people on this earth fall into these 3 habits. The majority of men fall into these 3 habits, right? And these 3 habits, I feel like, are the primary barrier to become disciplined. Now, there's other ones like, drugs, weed, and all this other stuff, but those weren't really issues for me. But I'm going to give you a template, and I've made videos about the 3 specifically. I'll link those in the description. The 3 specific ones I'm talking about in this video, about full guides I made on quitting each. But I'm going to give you the bare bones method of quitting each, and it's a method that can really be used to quit any addiction. You just have to apply it. You have to be smart. Okay, you gotta be smart like me. So, social media. The first lesson I learned from social media is that you have to get busy. Okay? Because here's the thing. Here's what a lot of people do, right? They go on to, to become disciplined, like, oh, well, I'm going to quit social media. Then they don't do anything with their lives. They just, walk around. It's like, man, I can't use social media. It's like, bro, obviously you're going to feel terrible and all this other crap because you aren't doing anything else. If you, I guarantee you there's been days, let's say you have a social media habit. I guarantee there's been days where you used social media 0 and had a productive day. I guarantee it. And you didn't even think about social media. Lesson 1, get busy. Okay, getting busy is going to get you started. It's a good way of getting started, right? Do important things. Now, the next thing I quit, and this was not even that long ago, like 8 months maybe. I quit video games. And the lesson I learned here is fun is not real. Fun is an arbitrary term because whenever I talk about quitting video games, there's people I talk to, they game, right? I'm like, why do you play video games? And the conversation goes on and they're like, how can I do this? How can I do that? And they're trying to make money and all sorts of stuff. I'm like, well, I think you should quit video games. And they're like, well, but video games are fun. It's fun with my friends. We're having fun. I need to have fun. Life without fun sucks. Now, this is really societal conditioning because what does the word fun even mean? Okay, this is where I talk about fun not being real. What does the word fun mean? Something you enjoy. Okay. Who decides what is fun? Who decides what you enjoy? You. Okay. So, why don't you just choose to have work be fun? Why don't you choose to enjoy work instead of video games? So it's like, well, that's not how it works. Video games are fun because everyone says video games are fun. People say video games are fun, so video games are fun. At the end of the day, this is all arbitrary. The word fun is an arbitrary term. You apply it to whatever you want to apply it to. So if you're someone who says, I want to become more disciplined, then you need to start using the word fun properly. Because the word fun actually has some power. Because obviously you want to do stuff that's fun. But who determines what's fun? As I said earlier, you at the end of the day. It doesn't matter if no one agrees. What's fun for me? Doing this. Working, making money, all this other stuff. Stuff that's actually important. That's fun for me. So it's not really work in a sense. Because again, you say, well, I don't want to work all day. That's not fun. These are arbitrary terms. Because when you're not having fun, you're working. What do you mean? Is the word work always negative? If so, who determines what's work? What's stopping you? And this is a real question, okay? Think about this. What's stopping you from saying video games are work and making videos is fun? What's stopping you from doing that? Little Timmy over there saying, look at this retard. He thinks video games are work? What a stupid... Little Timmy is going to be 45 with a wife that doesn't love him. Baby, please sleep with me. No. Fat blob. Oh yeah, by the way, I'm going to divorce you. I'm going to take your kids. Little Timmy, you're going to be getting the last laugh of that little loser. So anyways, fun is not real. Fun is an arbitrary term. You choose what is fun. Okay, just say in your head, you know what? Video games aren't fun. No, it's fun actually moving towards my purpose. Let's say you want to be a lawyer. Okay, you know what's fun? Reading up on law books. Getting trials, getting internships, learning. Whatever lawyers do. That's what's fun now. Not video games. Because guess what? Video games have nothing to do with lawyering. Unless it's like a lawyer video game. But in general. Right? So that's a very important lesson right there. Fun is not real. Fun is arbitrary. Don't fall into the trap of just saying, well, everyone thinks this is fun, so it must be fun. No, that's stupid. Now, the last thing I did, and this was about 4 months ago, and I made a video about this again, it's going to be in the description. These are very important videos. Lesson 3. Life without vices, life without these distractions is amazing. These 3 things. Social media, video games, explicit content. Life without these things is amazing. Okay, because the truth is, when you have these vices, you can't really achieve true happiness. You're never really happy. Because I believe happiness is being joyful about your life, what you do every day. Right? Now think about it. These vices, by way of being vices, are escapes from your life, escapes from the real world. Right? You hate your life, so you go play video games. Well, I'm a loser in real life, but I'm just gonna go play some video games because I can be some, master in video games. Or, you don't put effort into yourself and you're not attractive to the opposite sex, or like, well, I'm going to watch this stuff, because I guess it fulfills my primal desire somewhat. That's not the real world, is it? It's not real, is it? Okay, this is your life, okay? Happiness comes when you're joyful with this, okay? Okay, now, this is true joy. This is life. This is what you do every day. When you go play video games or go watch explicit content, you're going away from your life into this fake realm. This isn't real right here. It's not the real world here. Because you're unhappy with your life, you go to the fake world. If you were really happy with this life, you wouldn't want to go over here. You wouldn't care about this. No, why should I go over there? I have this life here, and I like this life. I love this life. So really, understand, this is very important to understand, life with these vices is not happiness. Okay? And once you realize this, it's going to change your life. And as far as the template, it really has to do with that. Understand that you don't actually enjoy these things. Because what you're really doing is escaping from your actual life. If you enjoy something, it's a part of your life, not an escape. All of these are escapes. You want no escapes from your actual life. You want to have your life be so good. And this is all under your control. Okay, you have this. All right, you can do great things with this. All this is under your control. Right? You shouldn't need to escape. Second, you start escaping, you don't have true happiness. You're not actually happy with your life. You don't actually like your life. And that's going to help you understand that you don't actually enjoy these things. And that's really the basis of quitting anything. It's like the easy peasy way, right, for quitting ography. And I personally, I modified it a little bit, but it's really the basis. Like you want to quit video games. Okay, first realize you don't actually enjoy video games. Video games are not fun. Social media is not fun. Explicit content is not fun. These things aren't fun. I don't actually enjoy them. Once you realize that, it becomes far easier to quit, because why would you do something that you don't enjoy? Now, if you change your mindset towards what's working now, like maybe you want to start a business, and work getting, starting a website and doing some marketing and all this other stuff. How about you say, hey, I enjoy this. I like it. What if it fulfills your actual passion? What if it fulfills your actual goals? What if you want to be some copywriter that makes $20K a month and you're able to do whatever you want in your life? Why don't you just choose to enjoy what leads to that instead of choosing to enjoy video games, which does nothing for your actual purpose? To me, this, as someone who looks in retrospect, this is all common sense, but for these years I was addicted to all these different things. I didn't understand that. So, like I said, this is years of knowledge that would have saved me a lot of time and gotten me a lot further in my life. Right there for you. Summed up in 10.5 minutes, because I'm a master. Now, you also have to understand that I know you don't like losing. Okay, for anything like how I was younger, you don't like losing. When you're addicted to these things, you are losing. In the sense that this is what the ruling class wants for you. Okay? Like a little chicken neck Bill Gates. This is what they want for you. They want you to be an addicted little nerd who does nothing with their lives. Because when you're like that, you're very easy to control. You have no will. You have no balls. Literally and figuratively. No balls. You know what happens with men with no balls? They get trampled. Tell a man with no balls to do something, to do it. That's what they want for you. Put you in a little pod, you're not going to own anything. You're just going to be hooked up to the, the VR now they have it on a toilet. Playing Subway Surfers on the toilet with my VR headset. What a geek. What a loser. And they don't want you to know this stuff. Okay? They make it very hard to learn this stuff. Right? I mean, look at the YouTube trending page. That's all part of the slop. That's all part of the crap they want you addicted to. Go on the trending page right now. Actually, I have my extension on. I mean, you should have an extension to block the trending page. But if you go on the trending page right now, I assume it's probably some degenerate music videos, some stupid videos that teach you nothing about your life. Like maybe some Mr. Beast videos. And by the way, I think Mr. Beast is a great big businessman. I have nothing really against him. It's going to be like one of those videos like, I made Squid Game in real life. Who cares? Who cares? And a lot of you may be wondering, well, just talking about, Christian men. I mean, why isn't he brought up the Bible or something like that? Truthfully, this is all part of the Bible, I believe. Because what does the Bible call men to be? Masculine, provide, protect, masculine gender roles. Okay, that comes from the Bible. Part of that is not being a little worm. I think we could all agree on that. Can you really provide and protect and do all these other things if you're a fat, social media addicted, undisciplined gamer fapper like I was? No, you can't. So this is really you have free will, okay? God has given us brains, all right? Brains and bodies. We can do stuff, right? God isn't going to hold our hand all the way through. It's not like, read a Bible verse like, well, now I'm disciplined. No, we have to actually put work in. It's a bit disrespectful to do that. If I just came in this video and was like, well, here's 3 Bible verses about being disciplined and left it at that, I mean, to me that would be actually disrespectful. Because, again, I think God has given us free will in order to learn these things and, actually put things into action. So, this is all part of a bigger movement. Build back Christian men. Keep losing. And part of the reason why we lose is because we have people like how I was who are addicted to all this crap and are undisciplined. Disciplined men actually get things done. In order for a movement to occur, there has to be things that get done. So we need masculine men to do that. And part of being masculine is being disciplined. If you'd like to join the movement, link in the description to the Discord. Follow me on Instagram, like my posts because it makes my Instagram look better. Website, email, let me sell you stuff, send you newsletters, competitive advantage, and subscribe for more videos. Those are my call to actions. I'll see you in the next one.